Last weekend, 40 asylum seekers, all single men from the Middle East, arrived at the recently opened detention centre on Papua New Guinea's Manus Island, but confusing reports soon reached Australia about an alleged attempted suicide and a breakout at the detention centre, where over 220 refugees are currently being held.
According to the information that we have, which comes directly from a number of detainees on Manus Island, there was one Iraqi asylum seeker who'd been very recently transferred there, just the day before, from the Australian mainland, who attempted to hang himself. There were two others who waded into the ocean and had to be rescued by G4S guards. There are further reports that up to 5 other Iraqi men also attempted serious self-harm.
Press TV contacted the Immigration Department and a spokesman categorically denied any attempts of suicide on Manus Island, but did confirm that 3 recent arrivals did attempt to escape the facility before being returned to the centre. Earlier statements also say that one man was injured when he banged his head against a fence.
Our information is that the individual concerned tried to hang himself.
The RAC demands an immediate halt to offshore processing on Manus Island and the Pacific nation of Nauru, where the United Nations described the temporary conditions there as appalling. The Manus Island incident comes at the same time that the Age newspaper reported on a document that described filthy conditions in a Darwin detention centre, which was internally released 1 week before riots erupted in 2010. Blame was directed to the private operator of the centre, Serco, but the Immigration Department says that massive upgrades to infrastructure, as well as regular inspections from the department, have improved the centre.
The government has no real interest in making conditions in detention, either here or offshore, palatable for refugees because it wants to provide a deterrent that will prevent further people coming here. That manifestly hasn't worked.
Meanwhile, the Immigration Department continues to urge refugees attempting to reach Australia by boat not to aid people smugglers by continuing the message that you won't get processed faster than using official channels through the United Nations, and only genuine refugees will be accepted. Daniel Pizarro, Press TV, Sydney.